We saw the video, the father and son, killed 15 people. I think one other person just died as well, ages 10 to 87 years old. 42 people hospitalized.
Muslims will always do what Muslims do. And when you bring one Muslim in the West, they will do what they do best. They will hate the infidel. They will destroy the country. They will bring Sharia law. They will bring Sharia law.
What would have happened if he would have killed the killer?
I have to walk around in fear. Is someone going to attack my wife? And how do I protect them? I have to use an umbrella, apparently.
You see the way he's shooting. Who trained them how to do this? That's not regular training right there.
In Islam, a day out with your son looks like going and shooting some Jews.
Who is causing the havoc? Is it a pattern? Who is not?
You are committing suicide, and they are using our democracy to slit our throat.
That's the choice the audience got to make.
Yep.
They got to decide what direction they want to go to.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm so close, I could taste sweet victory. I know this life meant for me.
Adam, what's your point? The future looks bright.
My handshake is better than anything I ever saw. It's right here.
You are a one-of-one?
My son's right about it.
I don't think I've ever said this before.
Okay, so I want to introduce you to a special couple that I've been following and watching. These guys doing incredible work. Martin and Millicent Sidra, who just flew in from Australia. 40 minutes outside of Bondi Beach is where they live in Sydney. And this is a very unique story because this is a story of a man and his wife escaped a Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. They went to Thailand, stayed there for a year before they could go to Australia. And there were a lot of threats on their lives. And now he's a preacher. His father was a preacher. He now preaches with his wife, and they do great work going around the world. And I thought it was appropriate to have the conversation now. So we are having a conversation right after what happened with Australia, the tragic events that took place with Australia, and especially today, 7 people getting caught that they were about to repeat the same exact thing that happened at Bondi. We've all seen this clip. So very timely, but great to have you guys here.
Oh, it's such an honor to be here. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love your work. Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic. So, I mean, obviously, with everything that happened in Australia, I want to get into that. I want to get into, how ugly it is. Is it getting better? Are you seeing any progress? And then as well as, some of the stuff that you're seeing going on with the West. And we can talk about a wide range of topics, but if you don't mind, before getting started so the audience knows, maybe share your background and your story so they know who you guys are.
Yeah, so my name is Martin Sidra. I'm a pastor and a preacher. This is my beautiful wife, Millicent Sidra. We met in Australia, got married. I'm originally from Egypt. Egypt, 1,400 years ago, the Christian country. We were 90% Christian. Islam conquered Egypt, took over it. The Egyptians thought, no way Islam will take over our country. They did. Now Islam is 90% of Egypt and Christianity is at 10%. So my family grew up in Egypt as a Christian minority. My dad was a preacher. And his main ministry, instead of planting a church, because it's very hard to plant churches in a Muslim country, he decided, I'm going to preach to Muslims. So his main ministry was just to preach to Muslims about Jesus Christ. And he was seeing hundreds of Muslims come to Christ, even thousands of them coming to Christ. And really, what he was doing was suicide. That's under Islam, Sharia law. That's apostasy laws. If a Muslim converts to Christianity, they must die, and even the pastor or maybe his family will suffer consequences. So my dad knew the whole time that he was putting his whole family in danger. His wife, my whole family, there's 4 of us, Andrew, John, me, and my twin sister, Martina. And he really knew that one of us was going to die one day. Maybe he might come home from preaching and one of us would be killed. And the Muslim Brotherhood threatened him many times. The government got him many times to threaten him. Lots of death threats. And they told him, stop preaching Jesus many times. And my dad every time would say, I'm not going to stop preaching Jesus. My dad was a bold lion. He did not back down. But one day, really this was the turning point, the pinnacle of our story. One day my dad was preaching to a bunch of Muslims, and a specific Muslim lady was in the crowd who was wearing a hijab. And my dad was preaching. At the end of the sermon, she hears the love of Jesus. She hears the truth of the Bible. She converts from Islam to Christianity. She goes home, and my dad doesn't know that her husband is a leader of a Muslim terrorist group. So this woman that converted to Christianity, he thought she was just a normal Muslim lady. Her husband is a leader of a Muslim terrorist group. The man finds out that his wife is now a Christian. He's furious. He's angry. He plans to, obviously wants to come after my dad. And the plan was he was going to kidnap my brothers. My brothers were 9 and 5 at the time, Andrew and John. He was going to kidnap them, behead them, put them in a bag, send it to the front door of my dad's house to teach him a lesson. Don't preach Jesus again. That's just what Muslims do. Muslims, if they want to, if you mess with the Muslims in a Muslim country, if you mess with their Allah, if you critique Muhammad, what I am doing now, they will come after us. We've had people follow us in shopping centers a few weeks ago. What we're doing now is suicide. In Australia. This is just Islam. So the man decides, you know what? You want to mess with my wife? You want to preach Jesus to her? I'm going to come after you. So he studies my brothers at the age of 9 and 5. He realizes they go to the school bus at 7 in the morning. He sends 2 Muslim men in a van to kidnap them, behead them, put them in a bag, send it to my dad. The 2 Muslim men, and this is a miracle and the power of Christianity and the God of the Bible, the 2 Muslim men rock up 7 o'clock in the morning. They see my brothers and they want to kidnap them. As they try to get out of the van, they feel frozen in the van. These are 2 Muslim men who kill preachers and politicians for a living. They feel frozen in the van. They don't know what's going on. My brothers get on a school bus. The school bus leaves. The Muslim men unfreeze again. And now they're looking at each other. They're like, you coward. They're confused. What's going on? We've killed many people before, killing a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old. That should be like little cockroaches for us. They go to the boss. The boss the next day is angry. He sends 2 bigger Muslim men and he says, finish the job. And these 2 men come with a mission to kidnap my brothers and behead them. They come to the school bus 7 in the morning the next day. This time they were able to get out of the van. They get out of the van. They're standing right behind my brothers at the school bus, 5 and 9-year-old. And as they go to kidnap my brothers, Andrew and John, as they go to kidnap my brothers, they feel a supernatural hand, an angel. And I know a lot of listeners will be like, this guy's lying. There's no miracles. There's a lot of miracles happening in the Middle East and God is moving. They feel a supernatural hand. An angel grab both their hands and tie it behind their heads. These Muslim men don't know what's going on. They don't know it's an angel. My brothers get on the school bus leaves and the 2 Muslim men unfreeze again. And now the boss doesn't know what's going on. He's killed many people before. He goes to my dad's house, knocks on the door, and he sits with my dad and he tells him the story. And that's how we know what happened. He says, I tried to kill your children. I tried to behead them. This was the plan and it failed. And he lands by saying this statement. And this was the pinnacle of our testimony. He says, I tried to kill your children, but your God protected them. Wow. And that Muslim terrorist leader, that Muslim Brotherhood leader in the living room in our house becomes a Christian, repents of Islam, gets baptized, and Jesus Christ reigns. And what this story tells me, for all my listeners here, whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, this story tells me one thing, that the God of the Bible is the one true God. Yeah. This story tells me one thing. People tell me, why are you not scared of Islam? Why are you not scared of Muhammad? Pastor Martin, why are you not scared to, your wife might get killed, your future kids might get killed. My wife is pregnant now. And I'm like, mate, what if they try to kill my future kid? Yeah. And they always ask me, why are you not scared? And I tell them, you know why I'm not scared? My God is the one true God. And if God wants me dead, I'm going to die. So this tells me my God is stronger than Allah. My God is stronger than Muhammad. My God is stronger than